in this women's division, you got to win in the early stages, or it could be very costly, very quick. High pressure put upon themselves, Bologna, by taking the loss this morning against Heidelberg. A shock, as Hillary said, to the whole tournament. We were getting messages over on the first game that discovered Lisboa. But here we go now. That one lands maybe just outside, so it's going to be a brick. Sorrenti lets it go. Bonfante picks it up. And the shout machine looks to kick off the rust from last game. Hopefully they've had their espressos. Bonfante takes Scazzieri. She floats it up to Farolfi. All sorts of space, still all sorts of space, but it's closing. Collision on the landing, but the throw was too high for Della Fortri. And Cosmic Girls get an opportunity on the first point of the game. So Cosmic Girls, first touch of the disc, playing for a break. Upline is there and available. Sinica gets the around dump. Cosmic Girls playing in their own end. Good under defense from Bologna thus far around the handlers. Cosmic Girls still moving. Center of the field now to Pustavaya on the wing. Pustavaya centers. Bringel, the Eurostar, here with Cosmic Girls. Surely because of that Dumanskaya Bringel connection in America on the Eurostar Tour. She gets it again. That one swung wide. Tara. Pustavaya, right in front of our cameras. Centering through traffic, over traffic, caught. Now a look at the end zone, two in front, cutting. There's the third, and that one counts for a goal. They get the benefit of a floaty disc and walk in a goal. Stahova with the goal in the end there, and Cosmic Girls start things off with a score. Break score.
Yeah, a great way to start this game for the Cosmic side. They seemed a little nervous with those throws and just trying to find the right sort of receiver in there with a few lofty throws, but a Hail Mary catch at the end and a score on the board for the first time. So yep. Shout have gone down straight away, turning over the disc. This is not how they wanted to start already.
Expectations are a heavy weight to shoulder, and they came in and got shaken up. So this is it's a response situation here. How can they respond to this? Even now, taking the first punch in the chin in the next bout. They've got to be wondering, but they're a team that has a great amount of high play experience, deep tournament experience. But now they get to show it at the front end of this tournament, and those expectations start to weigh heavier and heavier.
As a team who is got such a great depth across their entire players, they've also brought one of the biggest rosters here with about 25-ish, maybe 26 players. They are also winners from last year, so perhaps it's just an element of, there's so much expectation on them as constant winners.
Here they go, Melaga with the disc, gets the under Della Fortri. Della Fortri, move forward. Bologna on or near that goal line. Melaga puts in for the goal. It's Sorrenti on the receiving end, and the Italians answer back. Used the line a little bit, forced it up that line, but got open, let the legs work.
A patient play in that mix. That they were just waiting for the right opportunity, and that was an easy point for them. It seemed very comfortable, nothing, risky. We just see these throws here down the line. She's looking for that pocket and finds that space.
And this is the game of this tournament before the upset. It was always going to be circled. That's why you're getting it here on Fanseed, Ulti TV, free on YouTube at home for all you right now. But this game was obviously circled, but now that much more importance on the game because of the shock result Bologna had. It was the game to get out of the pool on top, to take the 1 seed.
I think this is what is so exciting is this is, you know, Cosmic Girls and CUSB Shout are in probably the toughest pool with the likes of Iceni, and they've got 3SB, Gentle Ladies, Heidelbarschen as well in their pool. And it's just a showcase of the caliber of the women's game at this point. They're all so fantastic.
It is incredible. The best depth of any division. Dumanskaya's backhand didn't have enough on it. Tried to go through the teeth and got bitten there. So, break opportunity. Shout. Not Pancotti, yes it is. With the disc. 2 unders come, she gets Malaga. Quickly moved through the hands, Scazzieri upfield. She sends, has Chesky, traveled all the way here from America for that catch. Fakes the backhand. Now Malaga. So CUSB defense here, marching after they got the turn. On the doorstep, Malaga taps it back in. Looks the dump, it wasn't available. Oh, Bolognese bobbles and keeps her head. Pancotti opens up for the easy one. She's right on the line in that corner. Goes the other way, dumps and comes around. Lolli. Quickly through the hands. That one to goal. Scazzieri for the score. And CUSB Shout are doing just that and having a little shout about 2 in a row and taking a lead.
What an impressive feat it is to get a disc around Dumanskaya's arms as well. She was on the mark, and that's just one impressive feat there. You know, that was a great play. They were resetting. They were right on the end zone line. But what they chose to do was just find that reset, get that right, you know, opportunity, that right space, get in a power position, and get that swing off into a near undefendable position.
And there's Scazzieri with the goal. Of course, Sofia Scazzieri, the siblings on this team, Irena and Sofia. Sofia, the elder of the two, with the goal.
Well, this is a better look from CUSB. 2-1 now.
Looked very strong on that last point. Great patience after getting the turn. The D-line was very precise and patient with that walk-in. Looked comfortable. So, Cosmic O-line waits for the pull. Chesky sends it into action. And Dumanskaya gets the first disc into play. Mashianova and Dumanskaya playing a 2-player game behind the disc. Barshukova gets it back to Dumanskaya. Now she goes forward around Scazzieri, but has her receiver. Arfieva, Akramova. On the corner, she looks dump options, then Dumanskaya really opens up that option. Dumps around, and again, centered. Now the big fake. Changes the field again. That one is a shot for goal. Dumanskaya steps on the right side of the line, and it counts. Tied up, 2 apiece.
Dumanskaya playing a crucial role in that point, bringing that disc down, essentially just manhandling that disc and just ensuring that she get almost every second touch or was always there as an option. And she's such a tough player to defend against, not just with her height, but just with her agility and her ability to just find the space. And she finds those gaps and she creates these opportunities. I was speaking to one of the CUSB Shout coaches earlier before this game. After their upset this morning, I was asking, you know, what are they going to change up, or what are they going to bring out onto this game? And really, I think the one thing that they mentioned a lot was the fact that Cosmic Girls has that advantage in height, and so they are going to be thinking strategically about that. They are going to be changing up their defensive line so that they have those height matchups. But with arms like Tumanskaya's, you know, there's only so much you can do. When she jumps up in the air, she's got a pretty solid opportunity to get that disc.
Yeah, a lethal handler combination of skill sets. How well she throws the disc and just how big she is. She can take space standing still for high resets, and she can take a trot downfield and be open for deep steps. Scazzieri to Farolfi. Now she goes to end zone. Della Fortri's there. The bid was there too, but not quick enough. And the throw prevails. Farolfi to Della Fortri for the goal. 3-2 Shout.
A swift point, and exactly what CUSB are like. This is what I'm used to seeing from them. Really quick momentum. They get a few handler setups and then they just punt it long for the score, and that's the incredible aspect of their team. They have both incredible handlers but really good deep receivers, and they're always looking to huck it long. That's one of the things I would be thinking about with Cosmic Girls, is always focusing on that deep threat.
Bologna offense looking sharp there. They have looked sharp this game so far. The O-line, it's had a mistake or two, but generally speaking, when they're clicking, they're really open. They're generating the space in front or behind of the takeoff spot, and they look quite good. Just you know, catch them all, don't throw any away, and you'll be sweet. And how about these bug clouds? A little mention of the bug clouds, just all over the sideline here. People waving them here and there, but they're coming and going. But when they're here, they're thick. You could get like a hand block on an outside in from a bug block, perhaps, if it was into the cloud.
They may potentially interrupt sight in any sort of way.
And here is Cosmic Girls, Dumanskaya. She gets it forward. Cosmic handlers working together. Parshukova has a look at the upline, but goes to the dump. Dumanskaya. She goes all the way around and gets, and now continued upfield. Akramova. Ooh, a high release flick, but a little too cheeky. A bit too much curve on it, it falls away. So we noticed the absence of one particular player on Cosmic Girls Hill. The Sasha Pustovaya didn't make it, and rumor is, not rumor, applied information as Chesky goes downfield. She gets it, sends it deep, all sorts of space for Melaga, but she's not quite in yet. Now to convert, Chesky gets it again, sends it with passion. Second effort almost available, but out beyond Scazzieri. So yes, Sasha Pushtovaya, Mr. Blaine, and said she was kind of injured anyways or something like this, is what I hear through the grapevine. But we did get our information from the ever valuable Ravi Vasudevan, who's got his finger on the pulse here in Europe. So Cosmic Girls. Arfieva, wonderful name, difficult one to say, but I hope we're getting it right for her. Dumanskaya. Arfieva again. Far sideline, continuing to work it. Beak. Now she goes to goal. Akramova, but the defense gets there first. Chesky, always making defensive play. first runner-up Defensive Player of the Year last year in Europe. Showing it there, showing exactly why right there. And she's just come back. She has a Kickstarter campaign to help get people to get her back. She's a hard-working student in North Carolina. She actually got a win against the Eurostars over there. One of the few teams that did, but here she is with the disc. Melaga, it floats and it goes over, and Cosmic Girls have a short field to look at. Dumanskaya, that's up and in hands. Now shot hot for goal, but knocked away. Rabalia gets in the way of the shot to Akramova. Pancotti says, we're taking a timeout. We're going to talk about this one. Let's calm down.
Yeah, after a few turnovers in this point, it's good to calm down and just get that moment to reset. But it's still really tight. Like it feels like this is the game to watch if there was ever a game today, with the intensity and just the matchups between these two teams. I mean, both of them came into this tournament having won their qualifying tournaments. CUSB were winners last year, and Cosmic Girls have just been incredible across the board. I mean, they might not have been winning a bunch of tournaments, but they've been beating national teams. They've been punting people off. Like, both of them have incredible stars, but what I really like is that they use their entire team. Like, both of them, you can tell, like, when one team that has like a core group of people that they just work through, that can sometimes offset a team, or it might not pair very well with a team that just works uniquely or equally across their entire player set. Whereas both of them are just filtering through each player, making sure that they're getting enough subs. Because Shout clearly has the upper hand with the amount of substitutions they've got. But I don't think that will phase Cosmic Girls with their level of athleticism.
They do have wonderful athleticism. They shouldn't be fatigued at this stage of the tournament. CUSB does have incredible depth, best in the division if you ask me, my humble opinion. But that could be what may have cost them the first game, maybe what has them on a bit of a slower start. I mean, as much as it is deep, it's good across the board, it's still deep. It takes a while, a little bit longer to get the machine warmed up for the chemistry to start setting in, especially with a couple new pieces. Nita Hausa particularly, we haven't seen her used much at all in this game, and she is an absolute star who's come across from Fab. So, you know, maybe it just takes a bit longer to warm up. But do they have the time?
Well, that's the point, isn't it? This is a finite game. It's either you reach points cap or you reach the time cap. And I think where we're standing, I mean, we're, you know, just over 15 minutes into this game, and it's still under 5 points. Defensively strong, some mistakes, some long points, though grinding it out. They're really grinding it out there. Hard running match. Pustovaya on screen, getting it done on the field, on the sideline, everywhere she goes. And Pancotti has the disc tapped in. She goes around with that backhand, Rabalia. Pancotti gets a great upline cut, winds up, sends deep. Scazzieri is there. Melika on the continue. Doesn't take her straight away. Slows things down, takes the dump to Chesky. Chesky, pop center. Rabalia looks for the quick 1-2, gets it. Chesky with the goal. Shout marching down the field. Looking sensational in that one. A break for Shout, and they rightfully slam the disc on the ground with passion. This is the intensity that we are looking for from this team. And that was a really quick point. They moved really fast through their players. It's tough to defend when you just gain so many meters with a big throw and that quick shot into the end zone.
Love the spike, great spike. Just hard, straight to the ground, no extra emotion, but good, sheer passion. And I got to give a shout out to Pancotti there. That goal was a bit of a horse trot into the end zone, but it opened up with the give and go play to Pancotti. She got a great upline spacing that she stole and got the throw. Throw was in good position that she could simply wind up and deliver the big one. And great patience upfield to not just throw straight away with Meliga streaking. Slow it down. Scazietti took Chesky as the dump. Here it's all unfolding again before our eyes. So 4-2 double up for CUSB. So CUSB putting on a little bit of a run here on the Cosmic Girls. They need a score. Can they get it here? Barshukova sends it, gets it. Now Brinjel in the middle. She winds up, cooking up all sorts, but delivers one to Dumanskaya upfield. That is a connection to watch. Oh, and that one is bobbled, and Cosmic Girls are not getting any breaks right now. Not catching the breaks. Instead, CUSB with a chance to break. And they go for it, not all in one, but Chesky comes back and is open on the step back to the disc. Ooh, great cut, gets the up line. Continue was almost there to Della Fortri, but held on to. Now Chesky, she puts to goal. Defense steps in front. It's Brinchel who rushes it back to the line. Dumanskaya, and then she gets stepped in front of. There is our first look at Niederhauser, the pickup from Fab, and she's having a chat with Dumanskaya. Tough second look there. Foul, retracted, or no contest, sorry, not retracted. Timeout right away. So a little chat there. The play stands. And Cosmic Girls take a little break to think about this one. Important point for them, going down 5-2. Could be what some might consider as treacherous. So good time to think about it right now.
It's a good moment to stop and pause and reflect on what's going on in the field. It's not necessarily early on in the game in terms of time, but in the points lead it is. But as you said earlier, I mean, there is a finite time in this game, and so they are going to have to play every single moment from now on. With Cosmic Girls, I think it's just a case of like just settling themselves. I'm hypothesizing that it could just be the fact that like they're coming up against the defending champions. They know that this is a really good team, and they're getting maybe a little bit nervous and just trying to rush it, trying to like get it through and just get those scores really quickly. What are your thoughts, Stefan?
I think it's a bit of that, and I think it's also a bit of like they're fighting an angry giant here. The giant just kind of got a kick in the shins over there, got an unexpected wound, and now they're really angry. And I think, okay, maybe not actually angry, but they're hungry for this win. And I think they're shining under the cameras right now. They're playing their best game as well. So a bit of both. Maybe Cosmic Girls got to find that gear. But right now, Shout is outrunning them, outclassing them, and they just look like they want it more. They've got a little more desperation in their play. Let's see how we go here. The game's progressing. It started off at a quick pace. Now it's slowed down, regulated. 24 minutes in here, 4-2.
Stefan, I was just seeing some of the bug clouds that are hovering around and lingering, bothering players on the field.
There you see our awesome crew dealing with it right there. Felix, Milan. Felix, of course, the Hex, Flex, ultimate fame that comes with him. Milan, you'll know, is stirring the pot on Ulti League, but all sorts of things happening here. behind the lens at the Alti TV production tables. Wonderful place to be. Nowhere else I'd rather hang out than here in Venice with these bug clouds and CUSB Shout and Cosmic Girls. The Russians and the Italians duking it out here. 4-2. Italians are looking the goods early. But we stress the early part, Hill. So Dumanskaya will pick up here. She's actually already done that. She will have it tapped in, and we are underway. Brinjel goes up line right away. She gets it, outruns Chesky, but the disc is too far. Ambitious opening play out of a timeout. Let's see if it's a turnout or a time over, if you would. Lolly. Ooh, wanted to go around. Big defensive effort to prevent. Nita Hausa goes up line and gets it. Hausa goes to Della Fortri, but Dumanskaya steps in front for the D. Now the Russian outfit from St. Petersburg are getting going the other way. Parshukova sends to Brinjel and gets it back in her direction. Looks off the immediate upline. Brinjel again. She needs to find a way to get her connection with Dumanskaya to put a footprint on this game right now. Could this be the moment? Foul contest. Coming in on 6. She goes up and over. Dumanskaya's got the space. She has the disc. Goes backhand around all sorts of space. Just enough sideline for Brinjel. She shoots for goal. Akramova gets 2 hands on it. She's got a goal. Cosmic bring it back to within 1. 4-3 in favor of Shout. We got a good one here. Cosmic Girls are definitely not going away after a short early run from CUSB.
A phenomenal catch there from Akramova. She's the spirit captain of this team, but also one of the happiest. She just exudes this sort of like passion, and you can just feel it out there when she's playing. She just loves what she's doing. That was an incredible grab with a defender hot on her heels.
And of course, she's the sweeter other half of Kostya, our rogue reporter from Russia. It was EUCF with us. I think he told me a stat on Julia, his fairer half, that she caught the last goal for the Russian O-line to get the disc back for the D-line before they went on that 7-point run or whatever it was to beat the USA, which is a pretty cool stat to have.
That is incredible.
Okay, 3-4. Sorrenti, Bonfante. Italians coming the other way. Pancotti with the disc. Bonfante, Scagliarini. Yeah, she says, why not? If you're going to give me that free space to Bonfante, I'll take it. They're working up that sideline. They're getting little bits of space. Now she needs to open it up with a throw. Tries to go right through the cup, and to no avail. Cosmic get a turnover here. Let's see it again. Oh, great defense in the cup. Mashanova goes big, fake, doesn't come out. Lebedeva. The Russians now shot for goal. Pushtovaya on the chase, but too far in front. She can't get down for that one. CUSB, Shout, Bologna, of course, won their region in Paris, in Noisy-le-Sec, won the South. Huge win against Yaka, to go, and then just won everything. They went undefeated, but a couple good games against them. Good game against Yaka, and Fab made it interesting towards the game, but they did show pretty dominant in that regional qualifier. Scagliarini. She gets 2 easy dumps. One to Bonfante. She takes Farolfi, and she gets to Scagliarini as the defense pursues. Farolfi gives and goes. Now she's looking upfield. Bonfante is going to give her space. They've got lots of space against this zone to dump and reset, and they're using it to move forward quite wisely. Now they go around. Sorrenti, Scagliarini. Scagliarini, Pancotti winds up. She's got 2 there. Defense is behind. It's Scazzieri. You're never going to catch her in a race if you don't get the step from the start.
A really incredible point there against a tough Cosmic zone. But what I loved is like the handler movement was really focused. They locked eyes on each other and they were very confident and communicated. Intuitively, they just knew that they could punt that disc to each other and move that disc down the line. They didn't need that much space, and all you need to do is then swing it, break that zone. They have to rush to get to the other side, and you've got all this free space to just huck it to the end zone. That's one of the best plays I've seen against a tough Russian zone like this.
Now the zone looks good. It's giving away a bit too much on the resets. They got to close the round off or something, or just go back to a match. But as we said earlier, Shout was finding space against the match as well. So pressure now is squarely shifted to the Cosmic Girls to have a defensive response, but that's not even their job quite yet. They still got to hold to be able to embrace that potential shift. For now, CUSB, Shout, defense. Pancotti hands the pulling duties over to Melaga. Banging pull from Melaga. Look at that thing. End zone lands on the line, collected and get going the other way. Dumanskaya. Sidelines. Parshukova. So now we see a zone out of Bologna. Yeah. And the Russians are happy to go sideline to start things off. Now swatting the bug clouds away. Now that could have been responsible for a block or a turnover there. The bugs on the field. How do you give stats for that kind of stuff? Cosmic Girls fighting through the bugs and the defense. Still with the disc, Dumanskaya with the centering. Mashianova dumps. Calling for the under, doesn't get it. Reset. Ooh, sneaks one under, bit of space. Gets again, does Parshukova. Dump again. Staying patient. The Bologna's defense has melted into a match. Dumanskaya, where did that hand come from? It was like Inspector Gadget. It came around the defender, just the arm blade to ground, not the throw option for the high pressure position.
After that heroic Go-Go Gadget extender arm from Dumanskaya, just unfortunate to see a turnover like that at such a critical point. But Cosmic Girls are now closer to the end zone line. If they can trap CUSB down here, this is advantageous to them. They just need to apply the most amount of pressure they can.
Pancotti winds up. Scazzieri is there, waiting for reinforcements. Takes the dump. Melaga with the disc, goal line, throws. It's too far. That one can't be tracked down. Well in front of Vandelli, and Cosmic will start from their own end.
Before I even had time to say it, I wanted to say Cosmic Girls need to set up with a flat mark, stop these CUSB players from hucking, because that's exactly what they like to do. They like to get into those power positions and send it long.
And Pancotti has had success already this game. She's got to be at 2 for 2, maybe more on shots downfield. Akramova. Parshukova. And the Russians playing behind the disc. So they have gone to a zone in transition. No, sorry, they are in match. Maybe melted. Dumanskaya gets up over everyone as she tends to and sends it deep as she tends to. 2 there for Cosmic Girls, but it sails out. Anita Hauser makes sure of it. She rips that one out of the sky for the indefinite defense, and now Loli and the CUSB Shout ladies go the other way. Scazzieri applying Melaga. Melaga. She goes far. Sideline Bolognese all alone. That one counts. And Shout answer again, looking very strong here today.
Shout just showing their incredible athleticism and eliteness. That was a beautiful pick from the sky, and you just know like straight away that disc is going to move so quickly.
Yeah, that was Nita Hauser there, just bossing it here with her new team. Like, all right, guys, just so you know, I got to fit in. I'll find a way. Is this good? Do you like me now? All right, I can do awesome stuff. Let me play more, because she can do awesome stuff. And it's tough to fit in on a team that's as good as this with so much chemistry.
That's a really good point you make there. Not just like a team that has really good chemistry, but a team that's so massive that already has so many stars, because every single one of them are stars. For her to come along, she really has to make, you know, a sort of like statement here, and that certainly was it. That was bold and worth it.
Emphatic defense takeaway. Nita Hauser. Great play from out of her. The Bolognese looking strong here. Strong club ultimate always out of Bologna. They're just getting bigger and bigger and better. And again, I think they woke the sleeping giant. Maybe Cosmic Girls have done. They had their nap this morning. Now they've had their doppio espressos. They're very awake. Maybe they had to have a cannoli or something to up the sugar count and get their cannoli count higher before they can start showing their best. But right now they look good.
They look just as we had expected them to be in the lead up to this tournament. They look on fire.
So, Barshukova gets it going, and the Cosmic Girls need to hold here. Working it behind the defense, zone defense shown by CUSB Shout. Once again, let's see how long they stay in it. But they're making, oh, and who is it again? Making D's playing the back of the zone, Nita Hauser. Big, strong player. Ooh, with and without the disc. Bolognese does well to keep it. Bids coming everywhere from the Cosmic Girls, but Bologna still has the disc. Oy, oy, oy. Now they get the upliner. Castellani puts the goal. Everyone loves the option from Castellani. The space choice for Nita Hauser was perfect. And Bologna continues to put the foot down here. They're looking very, very strong. Love Castellani. She's one of their younger players, newer players. I think this may be the first point we've seen her in the game. If not the first touch. And she catches a safe one, turns. The big scoring long shot option is available. And she does what she's supposed to do, and she takes it with confidence and without hesitation to feed, who again? Nita Hauser, who's finding a way to fit in right now.
Who again has just made her mark on this team and is fitting in so well. She's just a superstar, and I guess that's why this team would have picked her up. You've got to have a reason to bring on board a player like that when you've got such a big roster already, when you could say, like, we probably have enough subs, you know, we have enough.
My bad. You got to be really good to walk on to a championship roster. A championship roster has so much chemistry and obviously depth. If they're the champions, they keep winning. To walk on or to get the invite, I would even imagine she probably got invited to join the team and said, oh, you guys don't make it, we'll take you, because she is that good. Right now it is Shout up big. We're getting some questions on the sideline from the Cosmo girls. Levki, Walzak, did you guys won your first game? I think I caught the tail end of that. Who's up next for Cosmo? Yahoo! That's going to be a doozy. That'll be a good game. But for now, Cosmic with the timeout. They got to work out their plan. and figure out a way to get back in this wild tournament. Love getting the info from the sideline. Everybody's crawling around the Ulti TV tents and giving us the goods, Hill.
Just some serious observations here in terms of numbers and people on the side. CUSB Shout have brought not one, but 2 coaches with them, along with their multiple, 26 number roster of people. But on the other side, we've got Cosmic Girls who have maybe 16 players, so they've got just about 2 lines. They don't seem to have a coach that's on the sideline solely. So that's the difference within these teams as well, whether that will make an impact in these crucial moments when you're down. Because it sometimes helps to just have an outsider's perspective who's on your side, who's looking at you, analyzing your entire play and telling you, giving you advice on these really small adjustments that you need to make, or just giving you just advice or just words to keep you pepped up. That's the hard thing, is when you're playing and you're also playing a leadership role, you have to do so much more work than what you originally think is expected.
Yep, stepping up to the plate in these big situations, having the coach. I like it. I never played under a coach, and I was always, very often the captain of my teams. And I probably would never have had a coach, because I was no, we're going to do this the raw, the gritty way, and there's more to it. But then after I stopped kind of playing and coaching and coach captaining, I became an off-field coach and saw the benefit much more of how good it is to have. I knew myself that I wish I had somebody like that to calm me down and to do the play calling and to run some of these huddles when I was running hot. Even though it's good to show the emotion, not all of it, all of the time. Here come Cosmic Girls. Let's see if their emotional huddle worked for them. Brinjel goes wide. Barshukova. Brinjel through the zone. They have got to walk this one in, looking steady so far, high and floaty, but why not when it's going towards Dumanskaya? That one for goal. Good shot from Dumanskaya, well handled by Akramova. Cosmic Girls desperately needing that one.
What a fantastic way to come out after that break, just punting it into the end zone. They're just moving it nice and quickly, getting some really high shots, but the talent there are so able to take it down. So they're clawing their way back. Now they'll come out on defense, and this is really important because they have to put pressure on now. We're up into the 42nd minute of the game.
So we got some cloud cover. We also got the bug cover. Look at the players running from the bugs here. Goodness gracious, you're fighting all the elements here in Carole, outside of Venice. We're playing on an airstrip next to a whole bunch of canals and into the Mediterranean Sea. And these bugs are incredible. They do swarm in clouds. And that is definitely a factor in this game. More than, son, we started this game saying, oh, geez, it's going to be hot for us poor commentators sitting in the sun here. But it turns out we got perfect cloud cover now, and it's just the bugs that are the issue.
I cannot stress enough, though, these bugs are not just annoying, the fact that they're there, but they're just disturbing on the field. You can see the players trying to wasp them away with the disc.
Vision, uncomfortable rather. Bonfante spreads the field. And Bonfante gets it again. Scagliarini. Borghi. Farolfi. And Borghi is there hanging onto that one. Bonfante. Sorrenti. Zone is not really stopping them. They're slowing things down. Bonfante just gets it backwards. There again, backwards. Sorrenti, so they're getting them going the wrong way. Borghi, and now they go back through the middle. Scagliarini to Borghi. Scagliarini. Sideline, Bonfante. She goes for goal, far sideline. And I couldn't see through Dumanskaya, but it was indeed Irena Scazzieri there for the goal. Just a little hiding in the grass there and jumped out for the goal. 8-4, that is a halftime taker, Hillary. So Shout with all sorts of muscle flexing to do. Cosmic Girls with all sorts of questions to be answered for the second half. We are going to take a short break, and we'll be back with you in time for second half action. Getting, if you ask, you shall receive. Asking for back rubs, getting back rubs from the magnificent Milan. Turning the screws for Ulti League. All of you, make sure you keep your finger on that pulse. Support. There's option to support right now, and do your reading, learn what supporting means, and help your city represent and build the wonderful league that will be Ulti League. For now, it's Bologna Shout dominating this second round action game in the women's division. Cosmic started hot in their first game. Bologna didn't. And how about this one, Hillary?
Well, this is an exciting game, but not quite the matchup or the points that I was expecting to see. I thought it was going to be way closer. Cosmic Girls seem to be really analyzing their entire play. I saw during the halftime break that they were talking through their zone play, which is interesting because I don't know if it was that effective against CUSB Shout. They still seem to be able to break through and find those gaps.
Yeah, they're finding gaps. They're finding all sorts. They're playing the unders. They're taking the deeps. Their defensive look zone is stifling, and their ability to break loose from the zone of the Cosmic Girls shows patience and poise as we said, they've got a lot of questions to answer in that small cosmic huddle. And CUSB Shout are just hoping to hang on to that energy, ride the coattails of the energy they've built. Big love again out to the Ulti League crew. Of course, the Ulti TV crew, fan seat, putting this on. All you at home watching, making this sport grow the way it needs to grow. So keep watching, keep helping out, get behind everything. And beyond everything, just enjoy. So you've been to Italy before, Hillary? Or is this the first time?
This would have to be, I would say, maybe my 4th time
Oh, nice. So
to
you're
Italy.
an Italian travel veteran.
But my first time to Carole and first time to this beautiful airfield.
Yeah, beautiful. It's so weird. It is actually beautiful. Bug clouds and all, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
The bug clouds weren't out early, and they weren't in the afternoon yesterday. Yesterday, fantastic day to arrive. My first meal, a nice pizza, prosciutto funghi, a ham and mushroom pizza, absolutely fantastic at the accommodations. And the accommodations are pretty cool, eh, Hill? All the athletes staying at the same super beach resort. It's a pretty cool place. I suspect there's going to be a lot of very fun socializing coming up for the next 3 days.
I don't doubt there will be a few parties involved over the weekend.
What? Do the people at these tournaments have parties?
You would think. I know, they're so serious. They would just play.
That blows my mind. I can't even believe that. But I'll take your word for it.
You might even find yourself at one this weekend.
Well, everything, lightning strikes for the first time somewhere as well. So, Cosmic Girls, hammer. Oh my goodness, what a grab by Brinjel. Throws herself, 2 hands on it. Huge grab now. Dumanskaya keeps her foot in, goes the other way. Akramova's under it. The throw looks good. Beyond Scazzieri. What a point for Cosmic Girls. Brinjel, holy moly. That was fantastic body throwing.
What an incredible point to come out on. Just like a leap to, like a Hail Mary rescue of that disc. Dumanskaya towing it in on the line, and that beautiful look. Like, she just threw that pass. You just watch this replay as the disc goes down.
Ugly over the top hammer.
Lays out to get that disc. Round to Dumanskaya, who toes the line, keeps it in safe. And then this look, she just sees that space and puts the disc there, knows that her player is going to be able to get free. Gets up so high, majestic.
My favorite part of that throw is the no hesitation. Like, she caught it outside, had to pivot the whole way across her body, but as soon as she opened up, she liked the throw, she liked the space, and that's a 50-meter throw corner to corner, a 40-meter throw corner to corner like that. But 0 hesitation. She pulls out the big shot for goal, goes to Akramova, who makes a beautiful, strong, 2-handed grab over Scazzieri, who's one of the best defenders on the Italian outfit. So, good start, second half, from a St. Petersburg perspective. See spectators moving around to avoid the bug clouds. It's intense. We can't stress that enough. Bonfante with the disc. Borghi. Bonfante. Ooh, in front, too far for Sorrenti. Mistake there. Cosmic opened the half nice. They've got a nice little opportunity in front of them here with the throwaway. Brinjel picks it up. Last time we saw her around midfield, she was picking up errant hammers with awesome layouts. This time, throws to middle, but she gets the backup. Pustavaya, definitely not the intended receiver, and she's holding her nose as though there was some contact to the face there.
I actually think, Stefan, it might be a...
Oh, possibly the bugs.
The bugs,
Bugs
yeah.
to the eye. The bugs caused the injury or the slowdown here. They are intense. We cannot stress it enough. Pustavaya Brinjel. Brinjel goes around. Beaks. Ooh, catches it off balance, does Pustovaya. Swiping flick wind up. It's a fake. Brinjel gets it. Crafty throw in front of Scazzieri. Pustovaya. Whoa, big splits, backhand break, floats perfectly, towed into Terra. Russians 2 in a row to open the second half. Why not? 8-6.
Phenomenal play from Cosmic Girls, and Helen Terra just reaching out, getting that disc. She's just such a star on the field, and she's so consistent as well, like not just on offense but in defense. She's always there. We saw her earlier getting a block, playing in zone. Cosmic Girls now within 2.
So open the half the best way they could. 2 in a row is as good as you can do from half. You were down 4. Your first half was not solid. But they're responding here. That one a break. Lucky D, no D, the throwaway from Bologna. They capitalized on their opportunity. Can't believe we thought there was an injury, perhaps, or something. I started grabbing her nose. Oh, did she get smacked in the face? No. Well, yes, just by little wings, or smacked by a
right
bug
in the
body.
eye. That's the last thing you want right now.
Well, I could pick a few things worse, but that's low on the list for sure.
I would say the conditions are almost ideal for playing Frisbee, bar these damn bugs.
Exactly. Pancotti to Bonfante to kick things off. Now Borghi, far sideline. She opens everything back up with her backhand, and now Pancotti gets it. Back and forth they go, sideline to sideline. Catch, spin, and look back. And now Borghi goes up line. Della Fortri has a look around, collects. Scagliarini gets the drop back, now popped forward. Farolfi with the disc. Farolfi goes back. Bonfante shot for goal, and Scazzieri is there. Irena, the Scazzieri of choice for this goal for Bologna.
Bologna playing what would look to be just such a tight point. Just really confident, hard to defend against. Free players, always on the break side. You know, that was easy for them, and Cosmic Girls came out really strong after half. But after that point, it's just like you need to keep that momentum going, keep shutting down those players and shutting down those options. So we're at 9-6.
So they answered the bell. They said, all right, you guys can have 2 in a row, but we're not giving you a whole run out of this. We're not letting you get that third one. We're going to still keep the better part of this momentum. Cosmic now want to at least play a trading game. At least for a little while if they can't put another quick run together. 9-6, 3-point gap. Carole, Italy. You're on Fansleet, Alti.tv. Just outside of Venice. Fabulous conditions here for St. Petersburg Cosmic Girls against Bologna CUSB Shout, the defending champions of this tournament, the European Club champions. Wind up from Malaga, she sends the pull. Parshukova watches it go out of bounds, and Dumanskaya will bring it back in. Disc is in, quickly moved to the far sideline, up line, but the continuation wasn't there. Mashianova sends back to Dumanskaya. All sorts of room on the resets. Whew, that room closed quickly, but managed the catch now. Akramova, she gets the charging teammate there. Stuck in the middle. Dumanskaya now falling backwards, but Akramova gets 2 hands to it, and they were 2 very strong hands. She hangs on as she falls away, and Cosmic do the trading bit. They're doing their end on the trading bit.
Akromova is getting so many points on this board. She's probably the lead scorer at the moment in this game, and rightfully so. She's putting everything out there, throwing everything on this little bit in this moment.
Loving the moment. Love all these moments at these high-end European Championship tournaments. The European Ultimate Championship Finals, of course, EUCF 2019. This is the big one. Continental Dream. Last year we had Sweden, Germany representing in the mixed finals, and then it was the Bologna, London in the men's and women's finals. And they got a win apiece. Bologna, of course, champions of the women's division over Iceni last year. And well, what we suspect could be a repeat in the men's division this year, but Clapham did get CUSB La Fota in that final.
Yeah. On this field right now, though, are the two teams who have been hot-picked to be in the finals at the end of this tournament. And the way that this game is going, if Cosmic Girls can bring it back to level, I'm sure that I could see them there again. It's incredible to see CUSB come back from a defeat earlier in the day.
Fadolfi sends deep far sideline. Scazzieri makes her feel good about her decision. Catches that one right hand rolling away from her. 10-7. You are absolutely right. This is the match touted to be the big one, Hill. And only one team showed up. But again, somebody forgot to show up last round. And they got to make up for that. And I guess they're doing it.
I think they are now. I mean, there is only 3 points in it, Steph, but I mean, you look at that intensity there on the field when you've got the likes of Fadolfi with a receiver like Scazzieri. I love the way that Fadolfi, she gets the disc and she moves so quickly. She already knows exactly where she's throwing it, but she pivots. That's really difficult to defend. When you're setting up on the mark, you're trying to lock down on her. Because of her just like agility, she can move so quickly and get that disc off before you even put your arms up. I mean, how can you defend that?
It's incredible. Pivoting, a often overlooked part of this game. I was talking to Hexpert Felix before about the inverse pivot, in fact. The lesser known brother of the momentum power line, up line pivot is the inverse pivot that tends to open up a lot more. The fast-paced teams, the high mechanic offenses, the Japanese, of course, when you give that description, you think about them, swear by it and go to it. And Felix, too, says that it is one of the most important skills to have as a member of any Ultimate team to really see the field for vision. So Dumanskaya and Cosmic Girls, can they do it? They need something here. The Italians are flexing their muscles for the second time. Right now, fighting against the Bologna defense and the Carole Bugs are the Cosmic Girls. Get the under. Ooh, cheeky one through the middle there. Barshukova. Oh, and the throw is low, goes to ground. And La Fota gets another look at the disc. There's the turnover. Loli waving the bugs away, as everybody's doing. Pancotti goes up line, but Chesky gets the under. Dumanskaya was all over her there. Scazzieri handles the floater. She doesn't. It bobbles away. She's injured. No call, but something went wrong there on the landing. Calls herself off the field. Looks like some severe cramping. Yep, legs up, toes pointed down. That looks like some hamstring or calf. I would guess calf cramping is my estimated diagnosis.
Yeah, that was an unusual bubble drop there from CUSB, and perhaps it was just the cramping that concerned her most and got her off guard. So Cosmic Girls have another opportunity now.
And it's underway. Pash Turyova Barshukova, in fact. Then Dumanskaya. Arfieva. Looking to get something going here are the Cosmic girls. Pancotti with hot defense but can't get a piece. Up line, Dumanskaya. Takes the second up line fearlessly. Pop around, over, no. Now looks to reset, does it to Dumanskaya. She takes the backhand with great angle. Arfieva with the goal, and Cosmic girls are not going away.
Dumanskaya sees a player, looks her off, thinks, no, I'm not going to get that dump reset. I'm going to look for the goal. I can see that empty space, an opportunity for a receiver to cut into. And that's the mark of a really experienced and a really, well-strung handler who knows to wait for those opportunities to come. You don't always need to get the disc off straight away. You have time. 10 seconds really is a long time. And with a player like Dumanskaya, she could do a lot with that.
She does it both ways. She's very careful to hang on to it, and she's great. I love some of her decision making too on the front foot, like catch and go. She's
true. Yeah, I agree.
You got to be able to do it both ways. You got to be able to recognize the opportunity and just seize the day, take that opportunity, and she does that very well too.
Yeah, you're right. She has both in it, and that plays a lot. The ability to just move really quickly, offset your defender, but also wait patiently when you want to. And I think that takes experience.
Bringel sends the pull. Borghi picks it up. And Bonfante gets it by the time the defense arrives. Borghi. Bonfante back to Borghi. 1-2, 1-2. Russians employing a bit of a huck stop defense. Stand in front. Still match downfield. Sorrenti beats the match, goes over top. Now Farolfi gets it back. Bobbled behind, turned back over. Pustovaya picks up for Cosmic girls. In front, Lebedeva. Recycling. Bringel went up line, but wasn't taken. That one well handled. Sinica goes to ground, picks up a beautiful possession saver. Fired up line defense was there, but not quick enough. Bringel handles. Stall count mounting, goes around. Lebedeva. Hand blocked by Bonfante. And now a short field. Sorrenti will pick up. All players in the stack, no dump set. Bonfante now comes backwards. She helps out Farolfi behind the disc, and they've got a lot of recycling from that upfield stack. Sorrenti goes down, keeps the disc alive. Hard landed with the earth there. Farolfi again, give and go, now wide side. Throw was off. It was kept up. Second opportunity for Borghi, and it's a second opportunity goal. No, it isn't. Hands in the air from Bonfante were confusing, whether those were indicating goal or possibly picks. The sideline did say goal. Bonfante did refer to them, and everybody agrees in the end that it is a goal.
That was a fantastic goal and phenomenal spirit as well. I mean, Tara just looked at that and she was like, I'm not sure if that's a goal, but that was an incredible bid to save that disc as she got that block. CUSB shout. Up again.
Shouting all about. 11-8. Here's another look. Great hand block by Bonfante. Trying to go over top through the mark. Did not work. Sorrenti catches, just keeps that one out with the forearm pancake. There's Farolfi's throw that was off. And Borghi, holy moly. She owes Farolfi a drink tonight for catching that one for her.
Throw everything on the line. You can't deny that CUSB shout, every single one of them are putting everything out there, just trying their hardest. At this elite level, it's so exciting to watch.
And they're doing a very good job of using the whole roster now. So we talked about that taking a bit longer to gel, to come together. And perhaps whatever they went through in the first game was part of coming together now, because they're using the whole roster. They're not going through anyone. There's no high stat getters. I think Farolfi, the only one with, and Sofia Scazzieri, the only one in double digits, in fact, this far into the game. So Cosmic, stop the bleeding. Nope, not with that one. Loli takes it away, thrown right into her. Pancotti, Chesky, and bing bang boom. Look at them quickly through the middle, slicing and dicing this Cosmic Girl defense. Pancotti again. Chesky. And they slow it down. Did she call a timeout? Not sure. No. Yes, she did call a timeout. Wondered about that. If it was going to be like one of those fake timeouts like the Austrians at EUC, but no, not this time.
A fake timeout? Tell me more.
Oh, so Russia, Austria, men's division, Győr. They were in a cracker of a game, a hot contested game, and Spalholz caught a long one right in the corner before the end zone. And he caught it, and he looked to go timeout. His right arm went under, swooping under in that T shape. And just before he touched the T, he had an open receiver in front of him and grabbed the front of the rim and threw really quick. And it was like, wait a minute, didn't you just time out? Like he was millimeters away from calling a timeout and then said, no, I'll throw it and it'll be a goal. And that prompted a spirit circle. And then there was a second spirit circle in that game. So it was a very interesting, wait, was that a timeout? Whoa, did he just try to throw a goal?
That's an interesting moment there because he's indicating a message to the other team. And so what did they respond with?
Yeah, poorly spirited reactions, I think, of that one. Actually, it wasn't poorly spirited. They resolved it well. The goal ended up standing in the end, and they did give them the goal. And he said that it wasn't actually timeout. I don't know. But then they did have a even more contentious call later in the game on a continuation rule that also favored the Austrians in a game the Russians won. But the Russians kind of got a bad rap for their handling of it, but I don't think they were horrible. I think they held their ground. They didn't get the benefit of either of the calls in the end. So yes, Kochkin in the middle of some of those discussions, of course.
It's a tricky moment in those situations, but if you look at it from the other side, that is the beauty of this game, is that you as the player, you control, your output, and you can control your calls on the field. You are your own referee. And if things seem contentious, you can call that time, to call that spirit timeout and discuss it. So, I think it's nice to be able to have those opportunities in sport, but that's a really interesting moment there.
It is. It's the beauty of this game. It did work itself out well. It's also the beauty of putting coverage to this game and being able to talk about it. And people don't like hearing themselves talked about when they're making a call that is slicey or dicey, and it's a great way to learn. And we all do it. I definitely made some horrible calls in my day. Maybe the most horrible in all time, some may say. I made some good ones too. But all the bad ones I made, all the opinions of others I heard of those calls, helped me remember them poorly and not want to do anything like it again. So if we're not winning, we're learning. Here comes the disc. Chesky forces it into Meliga's midsection there, then goes around. Nita Hauser goes to end zone, has Lolly, and CUSB Shout putting that foot more firmly towards the ground. 12-8 and another timeout taken.
Pedal to the metal. CUSB Shout are now, 4 points up and just punishing the Cosmic Girls. So it does look like another timeout has been called, which is interesting. I'm not sure if that's a Cosmic Girl play or a CUSB Shout play. I didn't see who called that.
I have a feeling it was CUSB Shout. They wanted to celebrate this score, slow things down again. They've kind of let Cosmic back into this game once. They maybe don't want to do it the second time.
And we look at the clock here. It could just be a strategic play of slowing down the time. We're at 74 minutes. Let's reset, go over exactly what we need to. Cosmic girls might just want to be using every moment they can just to continue playing, continue fighting.
If I am the defensive coaches here, I want to stress urgency for Bologna and say, like, we don't want to just trade. Your job's not just to pull and let them score. Like, let's fire and keep getting these Ds coming. Employ a very strong pull play tactic. Swarm them from the first throw and try and get this the way you've been taking the lead. Don't sit back on your laurels. And if they're going to score, make sure it's on the back of us bidding and throwing our body around and throwing the kitchen sink at you. That's what we want to see out of a late timeout after a score from Bologna.
It's great advice. They're only 3 points away from points cap. Like, just put the pressure on now. Just amp it up that little bit more. Don't let go. As you say, just swarm them, just like these bugs are doing. Just annoy the hell out of them.
Relentlessly swarm. Oh, and that one's coming right for our cameras. Oh my goodness, I almost had a crack at it. It didn't hit us, but it was on pace, slicing right at us. Will Foster lucky to still have his head. Manning the cameras, a very courageous job here. Bugs and all discs flying in at you. This one's gonna come in at the brick mark, I believe. No, sorry, right in front of us, my bad. And we are in and going. Mashanova gets it to Parshukova, and the Russians are going. Needing all sorts to settle this game. It starts with one. Brinjel. Around. And again, Lebedeva. Through the middle, Brinjel. Hoo-hoo. Hangs on to that one. Cross field, it's Parshukova who gets it again on that far sideline. Mashanova, Parshukova. Brinjel. She pops this way and that way, in and around. Brinjel gets it back, giving and going. Backhand faking, goes to the sideline. That one not quite in, but on this doorstep. Takes the wise option, dump, gives, goes, picks up. One hand falling layout. Great finish to the play there for the Cosmic Girls. And they shrink the gap to 3. They're still down a bundle, 12-9.
Let's just watch this replay. They were patiently looking for that opportunity. Just that disc over the top. She had to turn around and lay out to get it. Just a lightning fast reaction. You know, you're asking for the disc on your left side and it comes on the right side. You have to turn your entire body.
Sensational play. Frangipane, unfortunately sidelined from her EUC injury. We had a chat with her before the game. Lovely shining face out of Bologna. She's still really happy to be here coaching, helping out the management and coaching for the team. But of course misses being out there. So, Anna Pustovaya. Pustovaya sisters have been powerhouses of the Russian scene for a long time. Of course, both of them on that fairy tale team in Royan, along with many others on this Cosmic Girl squad. But only one of them available today, and she's doing the pulling duties right now. Sorrenti, Bonfante. And defense sets. They're looking at a horizontal stack. Upfield, shoot big, straight away. Looks like the defense is eating that one up for at least 2 meals. Dumanskaya clap drop. Scaglierini picks up straight away, looks to go around the big mark. Instead dumps. Sorrenti, Farolfi, doorstep, wrong way curve on that, but still goes beyond Bonfante. I thought she had a better look at an outside in towards Irena Scazzieri there, but she went towards Bonfante. The throw was not perfectly weighted from Farolfi. Dumanskaya. Upline comes and is taken to Farolfi, checks the defense. Tera coming, she's thinking about it. She says no. That was a good no call. I think there was a little bump there. It was kind of innocent bump. They're both last second step into the same space. I like that call. Sorrenti. Bonfante. Scagliarini. The ex-child model, so I'm told. Farolfi. Ooh, high stall count. Who just gets rid of that one? Scagliarini again. Pancotti, the captain. She had some, one of the captains. Oh, I thought there was a foot block coming up there, but she hung on to it. Scagliarini, Farolfi. Farolfi to Bonfante. Around Sorrenti. Now, this is where Bologna looks good, but that one may not come back in. A never in. It's going to come in at midfield. And Cosmic Girls get a little treat there. They're not getting too many offerings, but that's one.
Yeah, Kuzshat really trying to force that disc deep, looking for those long shots. The receivers are there, but the discs are not quite hitting the mark. They're not finding that perfect spot. They're just trying to get it into that really narrow part of that end zone. So Dumanskaya will come up with the disc where it came out on the sideline.
Oh, and it goes straight behind the intended receiver in the under. An unfortunate turn from Beek. Farolfi and Bonfante go the other way now. Farolfi, Bonfante again playing a little catch, two-player game. Sorrenti's involved. Sorrenti, Della Fortri. The other import that we don't really talk about as an import because she already played herself in with the tournament. Looked great in Paris. Looking steady here with the O-line. Bonfante takes that one high. Pick called. Bonfante. Scazzieri comes all the way back. She was wide open, that crossfield end zone. Bonfante, strong hands. No matter when she goes up, she's strong. This one to goal. Sorrenti is there. So is the shot. Trailing edge catch, left hand past the face. And shout go up 13-9 as the fabuloso Davide Mori comes and has his lunch alongside. Here watching his watching the best team. What happened to them this morning, Davide? They didn't wake up. Not enough espresso here in Carole. They couldn't bring enough espresso from Bologna. What's going on?
Because they didn't eat pasta. If you eat pasta instead of panini, you win.
So they had the pasta before this game because they look good now. So they woke up. And how about, since we've got the wonderful man Davide Mori here, how has La Fota done today?
We won both games, but tough match against
The
the Irish.
Irish Ranelagh.
Yes.
Score check, give me the score.
14-10.
14-10, so that's a tough game for you guys, winning by 4. That's not so bad. Not so bad. We'll see if the highly touted La Fota can win their way back into the finals. They want another chance at Clapham, I think. We'll say for us it's okay, Davide says. It's a tranquillo. They got no problem. We just go in and we're going to win. But I like the Davide Mori Italian attitude here. The ladies get the similar attitude. I talked to a bunch of them before this game, and what happened was my simple question and all sorts of, I don't know, we didn't wake up. They definitely credited the Germans and said they had a good game, but they did say that they were certainly not at their sharpest. So, Dumanskaya. Injury called? Was that hands to the back of the head? Yes, Meliga taking an injury sub. Probably a bug in the eye. Mosquito. What are these? Aren't mosquitoes. What is the name of this bug? I would like an entomologist. Moscerini. We get the official Italian word for it. The moscerini are swarming here in Carole. The what? The more beautiful girls are called the moscerini. Ah, so a lot of girls, when they're swarming towards you, they're the moscerini. Ciao, moscerini. Come vai?
In this moment, we want them to disappear, go away.
Okay, Cosmic Girls, front foot, looking at that end zone. Dumanskaya wanted it back, but the defense came before the dump could be opened. Here comes centering pass to Dumanskaya. She goes to middle. She has Barshukova on the goal line. Akramova. That one is for goal. They do put one on the board despite Davide's willing manifestation for the opposite. Cosmic Girls get one, and they have something to celebrate at 13-9. Is our score right? So, Davide, is there an ultimate community in Carole?
Yes, there are the extra drive from Treviso, Venezia. An old team come from, I think, the 2006 foundation.
They play in the Italian National Championship?
Yeah, they play in Series B.
So how many series in the Italian National Championship in each division?
A, B, C, and D. But C and D are together, regionalized. A, B, national championship.
For women as well?
Women 10 in the A and 16 team in the B.
Great insight from Davide. Good to go straight to the source here. He's got more information for us. What else you got for me, Davide, before this poll goes up?
I don't want to say nothing.
He's got too much pasta in front of him. More must eat, can't talk, says Davide. Pustovaya ready to pull. And here we come, Hill. Sorrenti to Bonfante. Bonfante. Now, the Russian defense has employed a bit of a huck stop, staying in the lanes, preventing the centering hucks. And Sorrenti's around attempt was nowhere near target. So Cosmic Girls will have a short field from midfield. Dumanskaya picks up the Eurostar All-Star. She goes to Bringel. She goes all the way around. Akramova wins the foot race, gets around Sorrenti, and they're back on the board again. They'll take another one. 11-13.
Is phenomenal. She is on every point. She is on fire. You see her hustling to get that disc. She was in the right-hand side of that end zone and just streamed across. There was Tara back there who could have easily gotten the disc, but no. Tara saw her coming in, let her go, let her get that disc with a defender hot on her heels.
Starts with the vision. Good throw option from Bringel there to cross field on the reverse, going to the backhand and trusting that she has the fastest receiver and good vision. Enough space in that back corner. Excellent. There it is. Akramova making her thrower look good.
Cosmic Girls have brought it back within 2 points now. We're at 13-11, but we're not just close to time cap, but we're close to points cap as well.
I'm in presence of the official royalty of Italian Ultimate here. Sofia Scazzieri coming over to say hi to the Crown Prince, Davide Mori. They'll be married June next year, the lovely couple. So happy for them. So much love in the Bologna Ultimate Palace. And of course, the Lafi Scazzieri, the secondary portion of the Italian Ultimate hierarchy, the patriarchy, if you would. Here comes Bologna shout. Bonfante with the disc. Farolfi. She gets Della Fortri. Midfield, nice gainer to Irena Scazzieri. Great area, but the throw didn't have the right curve on it. She wanted Scagliarini. If it had the inside out, it was the right throw, but we got a foul, no contest on the throw. So Scazzieri says the hand from Terra got there before the release, and that affected the flight. So she'll get another look. I bet she doesn't try for the same thing, and she's going to reset that disc. Let's see. Scazzieri around, and I was right. She dumped, reset the disc after getting away with that one. But Sorrenti throws way in front of Farolfi, and Cosmic Girls will pick this one up. 11-13, a goal here by Cosmic Girls makes this a very interesting finish. Dumanskaya winds up, gets Brinjel. You see her squinting, running into the bugs. That's crazy. She throws the big backhand. Terra's in space. Farolfi's coming, but Terra reads it perfect. She goes down to one knee after the catch, but the catch is most soundly good. And we got a 1-point game here, 12-13. It looked like CUSB was calling timeouts earlier just to make sure they didn't let this happen, and then they've gone and let this happen.
An incredible throw there. You just watch Brinjel has eyes locked on Terra. She can see her in space. We just watch her wind up. Just watch this read.
What a throw, because Farolfi's defense was coming. And it was good defense. She got there with enough time, but the throw was very good, and the receiving side of this was fantastic as well by Terra.
She fakes, initially looks for that backhand throw, doesn't get it, goes for the flick, doesn't get it, and then goes back again.
So you see her grabbing her ankle. We'll hope she's okay. She's still on the line, so that's indication enough that she's doing all right. Pustovaya winds up, sends the pull. Moscherini getting some credit for this run by the Cosmic Girls, like the 8th player out there. Are these Moscherini Italian or are they Russian? But they seem to be helping the St. Petersburg ladies at this very moment. Borghi, Pancotti, up to Borghi. She fakes the flick, lets the reset come. Bonfante gets it, vertical stack upfield, continuing back and forth between the handlers. Fake opens up the big, takes the big. Farolfi's there, Brinjel is coming. Shake and bake, 2 hands by Farolfi, and Brinjel is calling the defensive foul. Is that what's happening? Is she saying that Farolfi stepped in front? Oh, great play by Farolfi. That was excellent body contortion there, twisting herself like a sockeye salmon to go over with 2 hands and get that. I think that's pretty clean by the way I see it, but the disc is going back. Tough to say that she fouled taking that space, in my opinion. She does. Oh, there's a small bump before she goes up, and that's probably what it is. When that contact happens, it's tough to change your call and pretend it didn't. Borghi. She looks off a whole bunch. She goes deep. Bonfante's there, has first eyes on it. She keeps it, runs in quick. Farolfi wanted to go quick, but holds up. Now Meliga behind the play, sends far sideline. Scazzieri wasn't going. Not sure if it was even for her, but it was way too far into space.
What are we witnessing, Stefan?
What we were talking about as their resurrection from the depths of their first upset to this reborn superpower, to having glimpses of potential disaster again. Pancotti helps it out. Max it, midair correction straight away to Terra. Not quite in yet, on the doorstep. Akramova gets the dump. sent quick goal. Tie game, 13 apiece. And Cosmic Girls have clawed their way back from the depths of the cellar to be level Pagans in this one.
A Herculean response here. You said it earlier, like it would just take so much for Cosmic Girls to bring this gap back into level, and here we are, level 13 apiece. Like, it's just phenomenal, but it's just the sign of this. The Cosmic side just has this power. They just have this energy and synergy that they can pull out.
They're easy to get ahead of, tough to put away. This is a team that doesn't like to lose. You can't just sit on a lead against them. You got to put the foot down and take it away. Again, with that timeout, when they called that timeout with the big lead at, what was it? That was at 12-9, 13-9. They called the timeout there. And it looked like, okay, let's keep playing defense. Let's dictate the pace the same way we've been going. And they let themselves down. They have not been able to. The Moscherini, look at them getting in the way there. So that could be some attribution to the turn of momentum here. Davide can't even get through his pasta without Moschierini's landing in the plate. It's a crazy phenomenon, the Moscherini here. So Bologna with a lot of pressure here. This is Universe Point. We've reached time cap. The gravity of this point cannot be overstated. Everything is on the line here. Bologna gave up a lead. If they lose this one and go 0-2, they may have shot themselves in the foot for a chance to get out of this. Not surely, but most likely.
Yeah, for CUSB to make an impact and to get through, they really need to win this game. Like, there is nothing more to say about it. I spoke to their coach before this game started, and he just said, all we need to do from now on is win every single match. It sounds really simple when you say it like that. But
hey guys, we want to win this tournament. All we got to do is win, all right? Don't screw the plan up. All we got to do is win. So I just can't believe it. Let's see who they got out there. The Cosmic Girls already have their lineup. Tara, Brinjel, Dumanskaya, Barshukova, the same girls, Akramova. They're doing all the damage out there. I think that's Lebedeva. And let's see who's walking to that Italian line. We've got Farolfi, Bonfante, Irena Scazzieri, Silke Delefortre, Borghi, and Scagliarini. Do I see Sorrenti as well? I do. So same offensive line. Not much changing. So I'm 2 for 2 right now, Hill. Thanks for joining me. But 2 games commentated, 2 Universe points achieved. We got it's all happening. Last time the previous 28 points didn't matter, just this one. And this time the previous 26 points don't matter, just this one. The Italians. So it is not Universe Point. Time ended. Ravi Vasudevan fixing our screens. I was not sure, but I saw it on the screen. So it is finished this point, add 1. It is not Universe Point. I repeat. So all these 26 points did matter, and everything still matters. Borghi with the disc. Goes to Bonfante. Bonfante. Sorrenti has to go to turf to keep it alive. Up and over. Scagliarini gets it knocked away. The throw was not there. Dumanskaya picks up. The momentum is in the hands of the white-shirted team. Dumanskaya shoots. Brinjel takes the space. The two of them are putting their footprint on this game. Shot for goal. Pushtovaya hangs on over the shoulder of Delaforte. It was not Universe Point. That is not a game winner, but it puts them to 14 and 1 away. This is a game to 15. the Cosmic girls can put it away. If they break, shout, need 2 in a row. It's simple math.
If there was ever a time to tune into this match, now is the time. In this final point, what we've watched this entire game is Cosmic girls fight down the entire time. CUSB always up with a lead of at least 2. And now here we see them, Cosmic girls, in the lead for the first time in this game.
We're getting great body language and sideline reactions here from Davide Mori. He doesn't like what he's seeing. He wants to see this turned around. Everybody's waiting for the outcome of this one. It could be a universe points or a game point situation. If Cosmic can get the turn, it will be a universe point situation if Bologna hold and walk this one in. Anna Pushtovaya, little pump up steps there, getting ready to wind this pull up. Sent down, pointy end of the game. This is where it all matters. Borghi lets it roll now to Bonfante. Here come the Italian outfit from Bologna. Just 2.5 hours down the road. That one thrown, forced to Chesky, and the defense closes on it. Cosmic girls can put this away. Bringel with the disc, looks for the around. Not available. Floaty, floaty, stolen back. Sorrenti. Goodness gracious, Bonfante, they get a second chance. Upfield is there. Not taken, still in the hands of the Italians. Borghi around to Bonfante. Bonfante finds Borghi. The Italian cuts slowing down a bit, but so are their throws. They are calming. Farolfi winds up, gives the backhand, has Scagliarini. Terra comes but hung on to. Is she in? Not quite. Scazzieri's there. The throw is there. We've got universe point this time. No two ways about it. 14 apiece. Time or score. It's 1 point to play. Holy moly. I can hardly contain myself. I'm going to have to go to the bathroom right away after this one.
Steph, I'm not just on the edge of my seat, but I'm literally standing up, watching this game, just feeling this moment. It's incredible to see this Italian side just play. You just see these big backhand hucks coming out, and you just hope that it gets caught.
Hearts in hands right now. Wow, what a cracker we've gotten ourselves. I thought we had universe point 2 points ago. It was a fake. Now this is the real one. For the universe, it's all on the line. The next game, Pook versus Flo, are waiting in the Wims. This one's gone overtime. And the wind is picking up. It's blowing into our cameras from the far sideline towards us. It's a cross-field wind, but it will favor the throwers for this last point of the game. So the Italians put their D unit out there. We've got a few crossovers for sure. Farolfi, Niederhauser, Melaga, Chesky, Pancotti, Scazzieri, and that is Sorrenti on the line. The Italians need a break. Cosmic Girls obviously looking to break the hearts of the Italians by holding here. Wow, here we go. Universe point hits the ground and rolls. Knocked down by Akramova, and Dumanskaya with the disc. She centers right away. Bringel. Defense is there. Across. Moving well, Mashianova. Hammer, Bringel can't hang on. There's a chance for the Italians to get the break win here. Don't count your chickens yet, Farolfi, pick it up. Faking the big. Gets the up line, but off balance. Chesky hangs on, goes back to Farolfi. Farolfi, Sorrenti. Sorrenti goes big, not quite end zone. Meliga there for the catch. On the line, Farolfi shoots for goal. That was in. Scazzieri wins it for the Italians. What a finish. Hillary hanging on to my pants for that one.
Stefan, that was an incredible point. What an amazing way to finish this game.
Davide's heart rate was running at 1,000,000 next to me. I could feel his pulse through the bench. He's alleviated in the end. Holy, the Italians get the win. We got our next game ready. More action for you. Thanks for joining us. I'm Stefan Rapazzo with Hillary Humes. We'll see you next time.
What's the French team? EUCF.